Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class of social science. We were learning our lesson number 7, following the Mahatma part 1. So let's continue with the chapter. This is the fourth video and this is page number 57. We saw that how Gandhiji stopped the non-cooperation movement because of the violent act which took place at the Chauri Chaura of Uttar Pradesh. Let's continue. After calling off the non-cooperation movement, Gandhiji focused on constructive activities in the remote rural areas. That means in the areas where slums are there, जहाँ गरीब लोग रहते हैं, more of that. The social reforms propagated in the middle of the 20th century helped Gandhiji to earn more trust and faith in people. Because lot of social reforms were promoted, so Gandhiji earned trust and faith of people. Gandhian ideas started uniting the people from different walks of life. That means from different categories, people were uniting and Gandhiji's ideas were working a lot. Other two major developments of this period are the establishment of the Indian Communist Party and the RSS, that is Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh. These parties envisioned the future of India in a quite different way. Know about this social, political, economic views with the help of your teacher. So this RSS, it worked for the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh. That means, a institution and organization which worked for the betterment of the nation. Understood? Which helped people to give vision to the people to look at their country in a completely different way, so that they can develop the feeling of nationalism, the feeling of nationalistic feelings should develop in each and every person of India. Only then it was possible to win against the British. Understood? अगर हमको लगता है कि ब्रिटिशर्स हमारे साथ कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं, so we should understand that if we are united, only then we will be able to remove Britishers from our country. So these with these thoughts, with this line of thoughts, these organizations, they work. Now here is an activity for you. Assume that you were a student of the government school in 1920. Make a poster appealing the youngsters to join the non-cooperation movement. That means you have to make a poster in your fair book, just showing that a few thoughts that would inspire or encourage people to join the non-cooperation movement, and why should you join that. Understood? Such kind of things, maybe one or two lines you can write in good handwriting with sketch pens or something, making the poster colorful. Understood? Let's continue. Impression of Gandhiji on the minds of people. The workers of tea gardens in Assam shouted slogans Gandhi Maharaj Ki Jai and demanded the permission to visit their villages. In many Vaishnav songs of Assam, Gandhi Raj is mentioned instead of Sri Krishna. The princely states of India too were highly influenced by Gandhiji. The Maharaja of Gondal was one among such kings. Sir Bhagwat Singh ji emphasized on the constructive work, that is girls education, and made the primary education compulsory. He patronized the making of Gujarati dictionary Bhagwat Go Mandal. So these were the activities done in different parts of India by the followers of Gandhiji. Next is a very important protest which took during the time of Gandhiji. It was uh, the protest against the Simon Commission. Here we can see a group of people. They are protesting against the Simon Commission. Now, what exactly was Simon Commission? Let's come to know. Simon Commission, which was in the year 1927. The British government sent Simon Commission under the chairmanship of Sir Simon to investigate the progress of the governance scheme introduced under the Government of India Act 1919 and suggest new steps for the reform. So Sir Simon, he had come to India to to see the progress, to investigate the progress under the scheme of Government of India Act. तो ब्रिटिशर्स ने एक एक्ट बनाया था, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट, जिसमें वो जानना चाहते थे कि ब्रिटिशर्स के लिए अभी तक कितने लोग हैं जो ब्रिटिशर्स को चाहते हैं कि ब्रिटिशर्स इंडिया में राज करें, एंड टू चेक दोस एक्टिविटीज, कितना इंडिया में ये रिवॉल्यूशनरी एक्टिविटीज फैल गया है, द गवर्नमेंट डिसाइडेड टू send this Sir Simon, and suggest new steps for the reform. This commission had to decide the political future of our country and still did not have a single representative from India. So, this commission was formed to decide the future of politics in our country. हमारे देश का फ्यूचर, और उस कमीशन में एक भी इंडियन नहीं था. सोचो, हमारे फ्यूचर के बारे में बात हो रही है और हमारा तो कोई था ही नहीं, इंडिया का तो कोई था ही नहीं वो कमीशन में. This made the people furious and insulted. लोगों को बहुत गुस्सा आया, and all the political parties decided to boycott the Simon Commission. When the members of the commission reached India, they were welcomed with black flags and slogans. Simon go back as a mark of protest. उनको ट्रेन से उतरने ही नहीं दिया और वहीं स्टेशन पे ही साइमन गो बैक के ये नारे शुरू हो गए और उनको ब्लैक फ्लैग्स दिखाए गए. दैट मीन्स वी आर नॉट हैप्पी with your decisions. You remember when we studied Lala Lajpat Rai? He was fighting in in the protest against the Simon Commission, and during that time, the blow from one of the British soldiers hit his head so hard that he was severely injured, and later he died. Remember Lal Bal Pal from that Lala Lajpat Rai? He was the main leader of the protest against the Simon Commission. Next is Bardoli Satyagraha, which was started in the year 1928. The British government had increased the revenue in Bardoli region by 22%. Revenue means taxes. When the farmers' request was not attended by the government, they decided to launch a Satyagraha. Vallabhbhai Patel accepted the leadership of this Satyagraha. Ravi Shankar Maharaj and Jogat Ram Dave extended their support to this satyagraha. Fierce and encouraging speeches of Vallabhbhai Patel made the farmers fearless, and they denied paying any revenue. So farmers, they were encouraged by the speeches. They became fearless by the speeches of Vallabhbhai Patel, and they denied to pay any revenue. As a result, the British government called Vallabhbhai Patel to Pune. In the presence of other farmers, amount of revenue was settled justly. So the unjust revenue which they were trying to collect, 22%, the farmers raised their voice in the protest against that, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he took the leadership to fight against the this kind of unjust revenue tax. And he was called to Pune, and it was justly settled. The success of Bardoli Satyagraha earned Vallabhbhai Patel the title Sardar. So earlier also he had participated in Kheda Satyagraha, and this was solely his leadership. Kheda Satyagraha mein he was under the guidance of Gandhiji, but this he solely took the leadership. अकेले ही उन्होंने ये बारडोली सत्याग्रह करवाया लोगों से, and that's why he earned the title Sardar. That means head of people. Sardar Patel played a significant role in the negotiations during 1945 and 47 for the freedom of India. He was among the prominent leaders of the freedom struggle from 1918 onwards and became the president of Indian National Congress in 1931. So, as we all know, he is called the Iron Man of India. मतलब लोह पुरुष, लोहे के नहीं बने हुए थे वो, but उनके इरादे एकदम दृढ़ थे, एकदम स्ट्रॉन्ग थे, just like iron. That's why he was called Iron Man of India. He played a very significant and important role in the negotiations. जब इंडिया को इंडिपेंडेंस मिल रहा था, फ्रीडम मिल रहा था, at that time he played a very important role. He was among the prominent leaders, the main leaders of the freedom struggle from 1918 onwards. He became the president of Indian National Congress in 1931. Next is things to know. Satyagraha means insistence on truth. Satya or truth. Agraha means insistence or soul force or the power of truth. Satya Agraha, that means truthfully to insist something. The experience of the British government with this word and idea was so unique that it was included in the English dictionary in the 20th century. In English, this word does not require any explanation. It is a movement of ethics and moral values against the misuse of power. This idea of philosophy highly influenced Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela. In the modern times, the word satyagraha can be used for a movement of this kind. This word has become internationally acclaimed. Internationally, it has been accepted by everybody. Next topic is Nehru Report, which was in the year 1928. A conference having the representatives of all political parties of India met in Delhi in February 1928. So all the political parties, the leaders of these parties had a conference in Delhi. A committee was formed under the chairmanship of Motilal Nehru in order to frame our constitution. You remember on which day we celebrate our day of constitution or the Republic Day? It is 26th January 1950. We started our own constitution. This committee prepared a draft of a constitution which would be acceptable to all the parties. It came to be known as Nehru Report. The Muslim League did not accept it and thus it was rejected by the British government. This was again a policy of Britishers to divide and rule. They wanted to divide the country so that even after they are gone, they left India into tits and bits. Understood? So, the Muslim League, the leaders did not accept this report and so it was rejected by the Britishers. This is a picture of Motilal Nehru, the father of our Chacha Nehru, that is Jawaharlal Nehru. Resolution of Complete Freedom in 1929. The time limit given to grant self-governance to India as per the Nehru report got over. Indian National Congress convened a session at Lahore in December 1929 under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru. In this conference, a resolution for Purna Swaraj, that is complete independence, was passed, and the tricolour flag was unfurled on the banks of the river Ravi at midnight 31st December 1929 as a mark of the Purna Swaraj. Purna Swaraj means complete independence, total independence. So the time limit given to grants self-governance to India as per the Nehru report got over. Now, this was the ultimatum given to the Britishers that now you have to leave our country and give us complete independence. Indian National Congress convened a session at Lahore in December 1929, whose president was Jawaharlal Nehru. In this conference, a resolution for Purna Swaraj or complete independence was passed, and the tricolour, which even today is our national flag, it was unfurled on the banks of river Ravi. Where is this river? It is at present it flows from our state of Punjab. Also, it flows in the state of Punjab in Pakistan. Members took the oath of complete freedom on 26th January 1930. Hence, to commemorate this day, the Indian Constitution was enforced on 26th January 1950. Because the oath was taken on 26th January in the year 1930, but even after that, it took 20 years for us to, implement our own constitution in our country. Now, things to know, Mahatma Gandhi had become the president of the Indian National Congress session only once, that is in the year 1924, which was held in Belgaum. So, understood this chapter, children? We have completed our chapter, part 1 of Following the Mahatma. Here is the exercise which is given here. Go through the videos properly, go through the chapter in your textbook, and you will definitely be able to answer these questions. You have to write the short notes. You know the protocol for writing the short note. Each short note is at least of 4 marks. So accordingly, you will write at least 8 points with, each point containing at least 2 sentences. Okay. Next is match the columns are there. You have to write this also in your fair book. Okay, children. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay home, stay safe.